So hi, and welcome back to the second video vlog for The Walking Dead. Last week's got canceled because we kind of had our own little snow apocalypse here. That was fun. Anyway, I wanted to talk about some of the things that I found interesting in both the book and the video game. As far as one of the things that really caught my attention was the fact that you see a lot of crossovers. Hershel Green's in both the video game and he's also in the graphic novel. So I thought that was kind of cool. You see Glenn, who's in the TV show, and he's in the video game. So you kind of see these characters popping up anywhere and everywhere throughout the story, which I thought was really interesting. While it doesn't follow the same characters, some of the secondary characters pop up from one place to another. They kind of travel between the media, the worlds, but staying in the same universe. So I thought that was really cool. Second thing I kind of want to discuss was the book and the relationships that are happening in this book. You see everybody pairing off, and so these people are having these physical relationships, and I guess to just make themselves feel better. I found it odd because honestly, if it were the end of time, and I don't know if you would actually see a lot of that. To me, it seems like the number one concern would be about taking care of yourself and making sure you have food, you have shelter, you. I mean, it's the end of the world, and your survival instincts, I think, would kick in more than your need to socialize. The next thing I wanted to discuss was the video game. First of all, I found myself really aggravated a lot of this first episode when it came to figuring out what to do next. Don't get me wrong, I actually really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun, but I had trouble following the next steps. I wasn't sure what to do. Also, another thing that bothered me is the limited amount of time you have to respond within. Whether it's the time when you had to save Duck or the other guy, I chose Duck, or even just talking and coming up with conversations. If you don't answer fast enough, the game just doesn't let you answer. But with the game, you kind of have to figure out, you have to get into the drugstore. And once you're in the drugstore, you have to be able to get into the pharmacy. And all these meticulous little steps you have to take to get in there. And it wouldn't be that bad, but it's what I would consider a limited free world. In that there's only so many places you can go, but you can do anything and everything in every single place, including look at pictures on the wall, newspaper clippings. Like, there's all of these options, and you just have to kind of hone into, okay, where do I need to go from here? It was a little aggravating. I spent more time going, what do I need to do? Just tell me. I didn't cheat. I thought about it a lot. Um, the the thing that would catch me most off guard was definitely when the zombies attacked out of nowhere. That freaked me out. I didn't like having to follow the buttons. I'm playing on an Xbox 360, by the way. Yeah. So like the button pressing and like the clicking, and there's two Joey sticks. If that's the correct term. Anyway, you use one to move around and then you use one to look around, so you're kind of like having to look and move at the same time, and it's coordination that I don't really have, so I die a couple of times. So it's interesting to see what's gonna happen next. Anyway, that's this week.